Hi, what's up guys, Bash Gaming HD here, and welcome to a brand new episode of my career mode. Yeah, and we have got a new outlook on things, because we are going to be on a green shiny pitch. We've got our first game against Sunderland. We've actually finally got a game against the Black Cats. I believe I actually have a stronger side than them, but finally we can just jump into this. And as you can see, I have got all of my new beautiful signings playing, which is going to be absolutely great. I've definitely got a lot of fresh young talent brought into this Arsenal side, so that's absolutely great. And as you can see, I've got some youngsters on the bench in Oxlade, Chamberlain and Canabry. I can't pronounce that guy's name to save my life. But as you can see here, we've finally kicked off, and it just feels great actually just to get most of the transfer period over and done with. I know it's a fun time, but it's nice to actually, fail like that. It's nice to actually play some games and get into it, so actually playing FIFA for what it is. But as you can see here, we picked the ball up with Muriel, and look at that pace. That is why I signed up this previous Udinese beast. As you can see, he gets the ball in there, but he did that stupid stop and whatever you want to call it. I don't know why they do that on FIFA. It really is actually quite frustrating. If you play a FIFA quite a lot like me, then you will actually know what I'm on about. For some reason, when you go to cross it, then sometimes they actually stop before they do it, but whatever. We get the ball through here with Walcott, and look at that for a purling finish. That was absolutely great pace from him, as we all know. I think he's got like 96 acceleration and sprint speed, so nobody's going to be able to catch him in that situation. Not even Rose. I mean, he's a really pacey customer, but he couldn't even keep up with Walcott there. And he slots it nicely underneath Mignolet's legs, and it goes very nicely into the bottom corner. So 1-0 guys, that is the first ever goal which we have received with our Arsenal players. So that's absolutely great. So guys, you can remember that, you can remember that. Our first ever scorer was Walcott. As you can see, they're nice bit of defending, and it goes out to Walcott yet again. He through balls it to the German beast. Podolski is an absolute monster on this game. He shrugs off one, puts the ball in, Diaby, and just wide. No one else was ever going to beat Diaby to that header. 6'4" beast, to be honest. And we skip to another clip here, guys. As I did mention in another video, my cutting and editing may not be as good as other people, but that comes through practice, of making videos and doing things like that. So that's something I'll definitely be working on, but if you give patience to me, then I'm sure I'll be able to get up to the standard of other FIFA developers. Sorry, stuttering. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. Other FIFA developers. I mean, I'll get there, but it may just take a little while. I mean, when they were first starting off, I'm sure that their videos may have been even worse or the same quality of what I'm making mine at. So, but anyway, guys, as you can see here, we have made it to half time. Absolutely amazing result. We're 1-0 up, but I did really want to push on in the second half and get another goal. I just don't really feel comfortable with a one goal lead. I just feel that on FIFA, well, what a bit of defending there from Koscielny. When you have a 2-goal lead, then you're really safe. But with just one, I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable, because if they score another, especially in Champions Cup situations, as you'll see next season, it can really change the outlook on a game. It can change the way it's played. It can change the way it is organised and the way it's going on, basically. But as you can see there, we finally pick up that 2-goal cushion with Diaby, and what a finish. I mean, from a centre mid, I know it was close up, but good composure there, not to lose your head and just blast it wide or anything. I know it comes from a deflection off of, I think that's Walcott again, getting himself in a good position. That was a nice finesse shot into the bottom corner. I'm just going to fade this out, and you can see me bringing on some substitutes. I really did just want to freshen up the side, as I felt I had that 2-goal cushion. I just thought, you know what, give the younger players a good old opportunity. So as you can see, I brought on Coughlin and many others. So that was absolutely great. And just going Nabry, whatever his name is, getting on the ball there, putting it through. Chamberlain's through, one of the subs, and what does he do with it? He puts it sky high. I was absolutely so annoyed with that. I was hoping he was going to make an amazing impact off the bench. But he has really impressed me with the way he played this game and the way he got into that position, actually. Good burst of pace to get into the position, actually. But great ball from the Sunderland midfield. And they do, in fact, cross it. And they do, in fact, get one in the back of the net from Stephen Fletcher. He's a great talisman, actually. Striker up front. But it doesn't really matter. It's on the 90th minute. And I believe we're going to get away with it unharmed. 2-1. I wasn't too happy with the result. I thought we deserved a larger lead, but you know, 3 points is 3 points. If any of you play career mode or you play Ultimate Team Seasons, or you watch football in real life, in fact, you'll know how important 3 points is. So that was really great. But as you can see there, Muriel did in fact get man of the match. I don't believe that he deserved it, but you know, that's absolutely great on his front. Getting man of the match on his first game for his new club is absolutely amazing. And you can see we got a couple of pop-ups. Walker shines in Arsenal debut. And I believe there was one about Vidic, the Vidic drama. I think he's handed in a transfer request, or he may be unsettled. So we could definitely look at that. I think I may... Well, I'm not going to give it away just yet. No, I'm not going to give it away. You'll understand what I mean by the Vidic situation and maybe capitalising on it later on in this video. But yeah, he'd definitely be a great player to sign. I mean, I believe he's 28, which is quite old, but look at them stats that he's got. It's absolutely incredible. But as you can see, we get an offer for Aaron Ramsey from QPR. But I do actually reject it, as I feel I need to keep hold of some players now, and that is the centre-back situation, which you now know. Vermaelen drops a bombshell. I want to bugger off. So I was a bit like, oh, okay, well, maybe that Vidic situation may actually come in handy, but it's not a good thing to see a captain want to leave, but so I had to instantly go in here and put him up for sale, because I'm sure the board will find some bastard reason to get rid of him, but we do actually have 21 million. So we can definitely pick up someone else good, another good, very highly named centre-back, and actually, in fact, as well as the money that we will, in fact, get from him as a player. So when we sell him, we will actually get some extra cash. So we'll definitely have enough money. I think we'll have around the 30 million mark to go and get another centre-back. So that is a great budget to have when looking for a new player. But I don't think we'll spend 30 million on just one player. I want to even it out. But in fact, we may spend 20 million on this deal if it goes through, which we have been persisting and persisting and persisting. But money can solve everything, as hopefully it will go through. But I was absolutely hoping so badly that this would go through, because the Lewandowski would just... It would be the cherry on the cake. It really, really would. And there we go. Finally, after this blood, sweat and tears of however many episodes it's been, we finally signed him. Finally. I know it was a hefty deal, 17.5 million, but Jesus Christ, what a signing. I mean, look at that. He's an absolute beast. You can't beat him. He's a very, very tall striker, and he's still got 83 pace, 84 pace. So he's not exactly slow, and he is very good in the air. He's an aerial threat. So that's definitely something I'll be looking to optimise and use his skills. But as you can see, I'm just going to swap a few players around, just sort it out. As you can see, there's a couple of players which are injured, coming back from injury. But I believe Gibbs just came back from injury, so that was kind of lucky, as we're playing Vermaelen left back. So at least we've got someone to cover left back until we actually manage to get someone in, if we have some games to play or anything like that. But it shouldn't be too long before we get someone in. I mean, we've got the cash, we've got the funds. Arsenal's a very respectable club, so people won't be scared of joining us, or relegation or anything like that. So hopefully we can definitely get that. But there's a pop-up just confirming the 17.5 mil deal for Lewandowski, and Arsenal are in fact rocked by Vermaelen's shocker. I really wasn't expecting it. I was expecting some other players such as Jack Wilshere. He's usually the player on career mode which wants actually in fact to leave. But you know, I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I love the guy. No homo. I absolutely love him as a player, so hopefully he will not abandon me. If he does, I think I may cry, but you know, you'll see in the seasons to come whether he does, whether he doesn't, or whether any other big names inside the club that I managed to sign or are already existingly at the club at this moment in time actually decide to leave. But you know, that's all the fun of career mode. As you can see, I was looking at replacement centre backs, and Dede's name popped up. I know he's not the youngest, I know he's not the highest overall, but Jesus Christ, this guy's a beast. I know he used beast too often, but he is a solid centre back. Actually, at this time, after this, I offer them a player deal for Vermaelen, which is what I'm going to be doing with the centre backs. I go ahead and look at David Luiz as well. Out of the two, I'd rather sign... I don't know. I'd rather sign David Luiz, I guess, because I know he's so overpowered on Ultimate Team and Career Mode. But something which I didn't, in fact, actually look at... Sorry, I'll say the 2.5 million deal there. If we get him for 2.5 mil plus Vermaelen, what a deal that would be. I know he's older than Dede, and I think he's older than Vermaelen, but I'm not too sure. I know he's older, but Jesus Christ, that guy's overpowered, as I said once again. Something which I didn't think about was Ogbonna. Something at the time I didn't really even think of, but he would be an absolute beast of a player. I've seen him on other people's career modes, such as big people like MGH and stuff, and he's just solid. But as you can see, both of the clubs actually did accept the money and the player deals which I offered them. But I believe I just left the Dede deal one side and just went through for the David Luiz deal, actually, because I just wanted to get that through, see if I could actually get David Luiz and whether he'd actually sign to us. So in a minute you will see whether he accepts my transfer deal or whether he rejects me and is like, no, you can just poo off, basically. But the board actually have come back to me there with an email about the Vermaelen situation, and David Luiz has accepted. So we've brought someone in already, and I believe we've actually come off better at the other end of that deal from the Vermaelen situation. So I'm actually kind of glad he did it, because David Luiz, Jesus Christ, what a player, and it's just a pop-up there confirming it. But anyway, guys, this has been a long episode. I'm just going to wrap it up. Thanks for all the positive response I've been getting from the episodes. There will be another episode up tomorrow or the day after, depending on whether I upload among a Minecraft or this series. But please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and this support I've been getting, I know it's not a lot of support I've been getting, but for me, it really does stand out. So thank you guys for watching, and please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.